Another underrated pleasure of life is the sound of the money when it comes out of the ATM machine. That never gets old.
The sound of the money?
When it's like... When you just ask, oh, come on.
But that thing, first of all, what does it count? Because even when you put 5K, still it does. I'm like, funny, it's not that much.
I think that's just a thing that they do.
To just make you feel good.
To make you feel good.
Honestly, I get a little wet. Hi guys, Muruki Muni here.
It's Lydia KM.
And we're back again with another episode of
The Messy In Between. It's definitely TMI. We're singing it. Move on.
Jeez, yeah, right? Let's just get over it, guys. Get over it. We love singing. Welcome to another episode of the Messy In Between podcast. If this is your first time here, karibu sana, usitoe viatu. You know, you're welcome. Listen, enjoy, watch the content. We hope that you have your tea, your coffee, your popcorns, or your wow-wows and your ringos. We love creating great content here. We love talking about messy in between, which is basically the age between 20...
Yeah.
Well, past 18 and then like 35. You know, Angie turned 35.
Yeah.
She can now run for president.
Oh, yeah, you have to be 35.
Yeah.
Oh, I've learned something.
I know. Like now now, if you decide to run for president, you can't.
Really?
You can't.
Oh, that's exciting.
Imagine, yeah.
Yeah, she's she's still youth.
She's still youth,
this
but this is her last year of being youth. Anyway, welcome, guys. We love having you here. Please subscribe if you enjoy our content. If you've been watching every single episode of TMI, but you're not yet subscribed, you're selfish.
It's painful.
It hurts, and we don't like being in this kind of one-sided relationship.
It does.
Okay.
And if you're new to TMI, maybe some things we say trigger you. Just breathe through it. Question the trigger. Yeah. Don't be hating on us.
We trigger ourselves.
Whoa!
We trigger
all the bloody time. All the bloody time.
This is why I can't even watch our episodes back, because I'm like, no, I go and be re-triggered.
Yeah, re-triggered.
By something I myself said.
Yeah, I watched the things people are pretending to like.
Oh,
that
Lord.
was one of the less triggering ones.
Oh,
but anyway, this is what we're doing. We're growing, guys. So as you get triggered, ask yourself, what about that is triggering me, and grow from there.
That is
but yeah, thank you so much for joining. If this is the first time, we are a community of in-betweeners. The babes are queen-betweeners. The guys are king-betweeners. Who we love hearing from, by the way. We love it when we see your comments.
So much.
And as Joe said, please subscribe, because why not?
Yeah.
Why bloody not? And also follow us on our social media platforms. TMI Podcast KE, Morugi Muni, Queen of Instagram. She is Instagram Influencer of the Year. Still working, loving it. And I'm Lydia KM. Follow me for wellness content, mostly wellness content.
Yeah, but also makeup and hair and badassery and fashion and literally
I like the badassery.
Everything.
Let's highlight the badassery.
The badassery, exactly. So today's episode is inspired by something I think actually Lydia did on her page recently. She did something about underrated forms of self-love. Was it self-love? Yeah. It was so wholesome. I was just like, some of the things I was just looking at them and I was like, wow, yeah, by the way, that feels nice.
And do you not feel like you do so much of them?
Exactly. And you don't realize. Yeah? Actually, when I saw that self-love to me now as I read them is like anything I do which makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Or makes me feel better about myself. Literally anything. Even if it's as small as like when you need to susu, you go susu.
You go. It means I am a priority.
I'm a priority.
Whatever
to myself.
it is, whether it's traffic, whether it's the job, it can wait because I am the center.
Exactly.
And they seem really small, but they actually make a massive difference.
And you find that actually the number of times in a day you're tempted to postpone or to numb down the things that you want to do in favor of doing something for someone else, whether it's your kids, your job, your what. It's just like, no, it's okay, I can wait. Or you're hungry, but it's like, oh, should I grab something to eat? Or but I need to leave. No, let me not. I'll just eat whenever. Now the whole afternoon you're hungry, you're starving, you're thirsty. Like you just haven't prioritized yourself. Oh, I love that conversation.
Yeah, it
was so wholesome.
It was. And today we're going to be doing underrated pleasures of life, right? I guess they're not actually acts of self-love, but you feel good. You feel good when
underrated
when
forms of pleasure,
underrated forms of pleasure, in life, because there are many. And actually, as I was reading, I was smiling, I was like, grinning.
Wow,
I was like,
that feels nice. That feels nice.
Yeah, even as you're watching, please put in the comments if you're watching on YouTube, what are some of the underrated pleasures of life? Yeah. So we're going to be reading from an article, but we also have our own. And also we asked on Joe's platform. So we have some feedback as well from there.
Exactly. And we really appreciate, by the way, anytime we ask you guys anything or like we try to engage you on our social media, we really love it. Yeah. We love it so much when you guys respond, because then it just feels like we are talking to someone, you know, because here like like, I feel like when we're shooting, it's just like we're talking to the camera, which we know there's all this. Even when you go and see like, I don't know, 50,000 views, do you sometimes sit and think about like 50,000 people, like and 1, like, 2, 3? I know sometimes it's crazy to me, but we really appreciate when you guys take time to like respond. Anyone who leaves a comment or you DM us or whatever, it feels so nice to have you speaking back to us. So thank you for responding to
and
all
our episodes become like it's us creating the episode, not just me and Joe. So when you share your feedback, we feel that, and now we're just like, this is an episode we've all created together. So honestly, you might not think it matters, and the silent followers, I don't know why you're silent. It really matters to us as positive feedback when you engage with us.
Exactly.
So this is the first one. When you suddenly wake up and you realize you've got ample time to sleep. That is
no, actually that's number one, and that's actually.
Oh my God.
Can we end the episode there, because that's the best one. That's the best one.
When you wake up and you're just like, no, like, is it time to wake up? It's 1 a.m.
Oh yes, your alarm is for 7:30. You literally have a whole night of sleep left.
It's like, now there's more to go. Oh my God, peak.
So peak
experience.
As opposed to like your alarm is for 7:30 and you've found yourself awake at 6:15.
And remember, actually Tebby said respect the 90-minute rule when it comes to sleep. Now it's not a full cycle.
And it's just
you're gonna wake up groggy,
at some point. It's just not fun. Speaking of sleep, one underrated pleasure of life for me is when my kids moved from waking me up as soon as they wake up to like now they just wake up and they go downstairs. And I can wake up and it's like, they woke up and they went downstairs. It feels so nice to be awake at my own time. Not from someone busting into the room like, Mama, I want to go to the toilet. Will you wipe me? Imagine that.
And also waking up and with a demand to do something.
That's the thing.
It's not like they're coming to just be like, Mama, I love you and get out.
Oh, no. That would be great if they could do that. But currently, I mean, at that time, that was not what it was. So it's really nice. These are things that you should not take for granted.
I don't. I keep telling you, this season of my life is the best season of... Someone asked me that the other day. It is the best season of my life. Another thing pertaining sleep is... the night where maybe you're tired or whatever, and then you come home and you've got clean sheets. Your mattress is comfortable.
A lot of people said clean sheets.
Oh my God. That one you're comfortable. You're even by the way, the quality of your mattress, your pillows, your duvets, all of that you're coming to an intentionally amazing place to sleep. Me, I don't play around with my sleep.
Someone said a warm bed, but for me, the pleasure is a cold bed. I want the bed to be as cold as possible.
If I'm warm, I want it to. Like, let's say if I've come from the whatever, I've already showered and stuff.
And you're just from the shower.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Actually, that's one of the greatest things about Zach moving away is like, I would always enter bed after him and it was too warm. Because when another body is in there, then now you're two bodies. It's just the bed is hot. Now it's just as cold as I want it to be. And when this side has gotten warm, I can move to this side, which is cold. And then I can go back to the other side and now that side is cold. I quite love that.
I actually not sleeping with someone all the time.
It's actually,
even when you're with someone and you love them deeply, having the bed to yourself is peak. By the time I guess this is coming out, you already have gone and now you're back. How was it?
Oh, it was such a great trip. It was such an amazing trip. Also me, right here, not having seen my man.
It was a great, and I feel like we were able to predict like
what if I went and we got divorced? Energy.
You're not going to get divorced in 2 weeks. I think it's going to take a while.
Yeah.
One, because I'm not going to have it. So we're going to need to work at it a bit harder. I'm not holding your hair through a divorce.
Excuse me. I've held your hand, your hair through a measly. You're right. Yeah. I mean, all the tears, all the shoots cut in half that started 3 hours late. Besh is here smiling because she knows. I feel like I've done my part.
You guys have really
I think we all get at least one breakup, like for TMI.
That's it.
Yeah.
But your one, no.
Yeah, no, but I'm not going to contribute
We're not doing
mine.
it.
Thank you. That one I would quit everything in life.
That's it. Done. Another one, when someone genuinely laughs at your jokes and says you just made their day. Actually, when one of the things that I love, even with TMI, is when I say something and you laugh so hard.
Me too. I feel so validated. I'm just like, oh. And then sometimes Lydia will just be like, oh, Joe, you're so funny. I'm like, am I? Oh, am I?
Let me tell you. And also, but Joe, your laugh when you laugh, I don't know, suppose you don't laugh that often.
Yeah.
Your laugh is so childlike and so pure. By the way, this is Aggie who says
this
that.
Aggie
says that one of the things she looks forward to when she listens to TMI is your laugh.
Yeah.
When you laugh genuinely, it just feels so... It's so true and pure.
Thank you.
It's so nice.
I'm so glad. I feel like when I watch the episodes and I watch myself laughing, I feel like I look like Mukeni. So when I watch, I'm just like, oh, sweet Kenny, what are you doing on TMI?
Yeah, you do. When you laugh, you look like
exactly.
Kenny.
No, I love when people laugh at my jokes so much. Because when you're in that dating, when you're in the dating season or like when you've just met someone and then it's like you want them to go and tell their boys, oh, she has a great sense of humor. So when he's laughing at your jokes, it's kind of nice.
I never think that.
Really?
I never lead with my sense of humor. As in, that's one of
what
the
do you
things
lead
I really
with?
Don't care about.
I lead with my ass and my sense of humor.
Oh no, definitely no. What do I lead with? How, like, if they feel amazing when they're around me, that's what I lead with.
That's too heavy.
Really?
That's heavy.
I never think about my sense of humor at all. Even actually when people say that I'm funny, it's like, am I? But yeah.
Me, I like leading with like intelligence also. I like I want you to know that when you say something, I get it. Like I understand your joke. I understand that reference. I understand that context you're referring to. I like for them to know that I get it.
Actually,
wow,
something
never thought
to
about
unpack.
This, that. I know.
Something to unpack. I don't think I necessarily like leading with my intelligence or I guess like my wisdom, because I know majority of the time it tends to be above a lot of people. Mostly my wisdom. I know it's rare that I sit across someone and they say something, like wellness wise or anything to do with our minds. I'm just like mind blown. Most of the time I can tell it's me who leads there.
Or you don't want to overwhelm them. Yeah. Like now when you just say, oh, this is what I don't want to be the one who's like, yeah, but what does that say about
I
how's
try
your
not
mother
to lead
wound?
with that.
No.
Exactly.
Let's not be that person.
Yeah. And actually we need to address that, because is that me making myself small so that other people can feel like
and how do you know that you guys wouldn't connect on that level, but because you're not giving it a chance to be like one of the points of connection,
most
of
the time I'll hint, but I won't come full throttle.
Yeah. And of course a man is definitely not going to lead you guys there for sure.
Let's unpack
Whoa,
that.
that's deep.
Yeah,
that's deep.
That's true.
Okay, fine. Here's another one that I have. It's a sex one, obviously. It's been a whole like 10 minutes. You haven't even talked about sex.
Yeah.
What podcast is this? Is this TMI? My God.
Is.
When you find a new tool of self-pleasure that changes the game for you. I know we both have a testimony here. Can I get an amen? We both have a testimony here. The other day, I bought this new tool. Since my man left, I've had to be creative. Yeah. Okay, I've had to be creative. And I have a few, but there's this one that I found. I'll insert a picture here. Insert picture here. Besh, remind me. Insert picture here. Game changing.
Yeah.
Game changing for me.
Yeah.
And because especially, you're always talking about like head. I'm always like, me, I can't
wait.
The
way, a meeting point between
literally,
us.
Yeah. But what I've realized is maybe like the way this particular tool does it, and me, I can for all women, I just recommend this thing. It does it in a way that it's just so, it's like intense, but like sensual, but also I can control how intense it is and like tone it down, take it a bit higher or whatever.
It's a clitoral one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, it's like the rose. You've seen the rose?
Yeah,
it's like the rose, but instead of having the tongue thing, it just has like a suction hole. So it's like just suction. So it just pulls like this.
Yeah. Ooh. Now, that's great head. That's great head. And now it's someone who's in control of it. And when you're coming, it doesn't stop. They don't stop. They keep going. Now, a tongue is even softer. Listen, welcome, my dear friend. And Murugi is actually someone who has also, she gifted me this. I think it was for her birthday or Valentine's.
It was Valentine's.
We're always gifting each other. Anyway, she gifted me this rabbit, right? And initially I was just like, it's
insert
not...
picture of rabbit here.
Insert, yeah. But I was like, huh? But dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear. I'm single, but am I?
Yeah, are you? Exactly. Really? She gets home and she's like, hey, sweetheart, I'm home now.
Yeah. Guys, what's it? No, for me, that has changed the game. Yeah. Because I get both the inside and the outside. So now I also get your hype. Like, that you're always
just so good. And let me tell you something that has helped me up my self-pleasure game is definitely Beducated. We've spoken about Beducated so many times. And actually, May is International Masturbation Month.
They told us, a whole month.
I was like, anyway, for us, it's like, I guess masturbation year on year. But this is particularly the month for celebrating it. But there was a course that they have on self-pleasure journey. And it was like, you should try and like examine other techniques. Because before I did the course, I would like, I don't know how to describe what my self-pleasure was like. But it was like, it starts, but it doesn't really have a completion. It's like, it continues. Then at some point, I'm just like, I'm tired, and I stopped. So it never reached like the end. But like now it was like, okay, if what you're doing currently is not helping you get to the end, what can you do to get there? So they encourage like, okay, try something else to do with clitoral, try something else to do with, even if it's insertion, can you try different holds? Can you try different sizes? You never know exactly. You might find that you enjoy it. So that course changed the game for me.
Yeah. And I know it seems like we are the masturbation sisters, that we are trying to get other people to do it, but no, we absolutely not. But we are sharing just how underrated that pleasure is. Actually, we were saying like sometimes people are getting intense to us about masturbation. We're just like, I can tell you don't.
Exactly.
Like, you're just stressed. Like, you're just like, uptight.
Either they don't or they do and they're embarrassed or ashamed of it. And I think that actually in the African context, that's what it is. I would say I would be like at least 80% of adults masturbate. Like majority of people do. Even if it's not like in an active, like, okay, now I've gotten home, I've sat down and now I would like to begin masturbation. It's like even just in the day-to-day kind of thing, or like you get home, you kind of like, oh, this feels nice, just touching yourself a little bit. A lot of us do. And I feel like as soon as we're able to cross over to we are not ashamed about what we are doing, and we can actually talk about it, because guess what, everybody's doing it, the better. So that's why we're here. That's why we're here actually, guys.
And let me just throw a spanner in the works a bit there, because somebody did ask me, because I love going to church and all of these things, and they were asking me, how do I reconcile like what the Bible says about it and all of these things, versus, because she said when she does it, she doesn't go to church because she feels like it's a sin, it's shameful and things like that. I just basically said, I decided a long time ago, she won't go to church because of whatever he says. I decided a long time ago that shame and guilt were not going to be a part of my relationship with God. I just decided. And I don't know how you remove it, but I decided if I'm doing it, either I stop doing it or I stop doing it and giving and feeling shameful and guilty. To me, it doesn't make any sense. Actually, even in all of my decisions, if I do it, even if it's horrible, it's like,
I've already done it.
I've done it.
Yeah.
I've
and
done
what
it.
What does the shame and the guilt give you?
Nothing.
It does nothing.
It does absolutely nothing. But that's your walk to walk. And as we said, since it's Masturbation May, Beducated are going to be help you explore your self-pleasure journey by giving 50% off your annual.
This is like the most it has ever been. If you have never...
If
you have never... Girl,
off.
If you have never signed up for Beducated, this is the month.
This is it.
This is the month. All you have to do is use our code TMI podcast and you will get 50% off. And it's for as many years as you have Beducated. It's locked for life. You have you can first of all try out the courses for 1 day for free. So if you want to be just to check and see is this for you, click the link in our description and you'll be able to see is this the kind of thing that you want to be a part of. And then even after you sign up and you pay for it, in 14 days you can get your money back if you decide that you don't want to continue on Beducated. But trust me, you will do it.
You will.
you will definitely do it. I also love that the courses they are not explicit, but they definitely give you as much information as you need. Like the self-pleasure one, it doesn't just cover how to masturbate. It also covers things like how much masturbation is too much masturbation.
Because you need it to be
exactly.
healthy.
Or can masturbation affect your relationship? Can it affect how you experience sex in the future? How to ensure proper hygiene when you're masturbating? Like small things like that, which is like education beyond just I'm having fun, let me touch myself kind of thing,
some of the other courses you can check on it's, as Joe said, self-pleasure journey, squirting, yoni massage, G-spot bliss. I mean, they're all there, and they're all...
I've done the yoni massage one.
Did you love it?
Yeah, but I feel like, because I only did it recently, like 2 weeks ago, but like I feel like I needed someone else to be there to do.
Or someone to give
me the yoni massage. That's the thing. I know.
On the to-do list.
Yeah, don't worry.
So there's many to explore, and as we usually say with Beducated, it's not just about the skill, as Joe said. You want to get that information from an expert, because they understand people can get addicted to self-pleasure. You can, it can ruin your life where you're taking breaks at work, to do it. And if you need help, by the way, you should definitely look into that. Anything that's stopping you from functioning normally has gone into like addiction. But generally, when you're doing it, I promise you're more relaxed and you love yourself. Actually, it was Jada Pinkett who said that I don't know if whoever taught her about masturbation, so that she's aware that her pleasure doesn't only come from a man. And that is a solid thing to know. Like, I can give myself my orgasm. It doesn't belong to anyone else. Top tier self-love. I love that.
Certainly, I don't feel like my own self-pleasure is as intense as like when I'm with a man, though.
But you can still give it to yourself.
But I can still give it to myself.
Because you haven't died this whole time.
I have not died.
Look at you.
And that's actually in itself a miracle. In itself, it's a miracle. The miracle of miracles.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, click in the link in the description if you'd like to sign up for Beducated or just see what it's about and use our code TMI podcast. Someone else says, an underrated pleasure of life, removing your bra after getting home, or 100%. Removing your makeup, or removing your shoes, I guess. If
my
you're wearing
makeup doesn't
shoes.
feel the same way, but the bra, yes, and uncomfortable shoes.
Yeah. I guess so. Uncomfortable shoes. I don't wear a bra that often, but I guess that feels nice. But I love taking off my makeup at the end of the day. Like, I love it so much. So I can just lie down, turn my face even towards the pillows. You do what?
I do that last, and I know you do that first. But when I get home, I could stay with them.
But me, it's because of the kids. Because Tara will come in, she'll be like holding my face and whatever. Now there's brown everywhere on the carpet.
Yeah. That's definitely underrated.
Yeah.
Another one is a warm shower on a cold day.
Yeah, Dev.
I feel like you're showering to be warm. Let's be honest. It's not to be clean. It's to be warm. And we got we have the same shower, right?
Yeah.
The top tier shower. My God. Actually, investing in a good shower is like a top tier thing that's about love.
Yeah.
You get to shower and in a really amazing way. And also Terembe told us that you can drop a few droplets of your essential oils, whatever one you like, and then put the shower on, let it run a bit. A spa shower.
I love that.
Top tier.
Like eucalyptus or like peppermint. I like the minty. Me too.
The sweet ones. Even like lavender is like...
Yeah, it's not giving what it's supposed to do. The mint one, I feel like even if I have a homa, now the homa is going. Homa is going. It feels so good.
Yeah.
It feels amazing. Another one for me, the underrated pleasure of having sisters.
Period.
Having sisters. Yesterday I actually had dinner with my sisters and my mom. It was one of my sister's birthday. And I was just like, I actually can't imagine going through life without my sisters. When I think of all the childhood trauma I've been through and how it has only been mildly manageable because I have my sisters with me, I can't even begin to imagine. Now, someone who's an only child and then you have an alcoholic father.
Let me tell you, I have one. And my universe revolves around my sister Aggie. Absolutely. All of it is because of Aggie. Now, to imagine you have 3 of those. Wow.
It's phenomenal. It's actually next level. When we were younger, we used to always be like, oh, why don't we have a brother? In our adulthood, we're like,
I do this.
Thank you, God,
and
that we are 3 girls. That
there'll be a burden.
Yeah, right?
Are you not sure they'll be like the dad? They'll be the one who turned out like the dad.
I love my sisters so much. Like I just cannot fathom life.
It's like the sisterhood of friends, but intense now.
Intense because we have the same. Because now we can share things like when we were kids.
And you can share those shared
memories and what even we have the same mom. That just feels a different kind of special.
Sisters is. I think that might be the first one. Yeah. Forget the more sleep when you wake up.
Yeah, okay, fine. They're tied for first currently.
Definitely tied for first.
Definitely tied for first right now.
One of my pleasures is specifically having great food. That is a love of my life. It's not just eating. And even if I come to your house and I don't like your food, I won't eat it. I know. I just won't.
That's not the African way of doing things.
I will not have food that I don't like. So good food to me is like, the other day I was so hungry and I was just like, what should I have? Of course, because I'm obsessed with it, I decided to order Nigerian food. And when I ate, I was just like, that's it. That's what I live for. I would work twice as hard for great food.
I find it so strange even hearing you talk about food because literally I will literally serve food, take 3 bites and you're done.
See, I'm not into a lot of food. It's the great food. It's just like the savoring of the taste, the eating of the food. You, food?
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that's an underrated pleasure for me. I just feel like food is just
survive.
No. Or just like food is nice, great to have it.
No, I eat for pleasure. I eat for joy. It's like it's almost a hobby to eat great food. When we go out to restaurant,
good food but little.
Yeah, good food. Just the experience of good food is like top tier to me. Or when you go to a restaurant and you eat something that is like amazing to you, and now it's like your favorite. Oh,
so good.
Yeah. eating out is when I go to eat out, I'm not going out just to spend time with you. I am really into the experience of
this is a discovery. For me, it's definitely a discovery. But I would say also that it's a thing of like, I wouldn't say even it's adulting. It's more of like, it's a privilege, I think, for us, for you to be able to be like, oh yeah, I want to only eat good food. For a lot of people, we recognize it's like you just need to eat to survive, you know, and you're trying to find food and whatever. But yeah, I think definitely, and it's one of those things as like, the more financially stable you get, the more you feel like, I have options of what I feel like eating. I'm not just going to eat this rice and ndengu because it's what's available. I'm going to, if I don't feel like having that, I'm going to have this specific thing, which is great.
You know, actually, my relationship with food wasn't always healthy. I used to feel like I'm eating out of the obligation of surviving. I remember like food just felt like, what
again,
a task.
we must
now
eat.
we have to be eating. So as I've gotten older, now it's become more of, if I'm feeling like I'm straining with my relationship with food, having good food feels like a way to heal that relationship for sure. God, I can't wait for lunch. Lunch is
Has
here.
lunch come?
Great.
Praise God. Aisha, how did I want to say episode?
Can't wait to eat.
Yeah, speaking of privilege, and seriously, I don't know if this is underrated, but I would just say it's a pleasure of life. It's a rated pleasure of life. Is that the opposite of underrated? It's a rated pleasure of life. Having money to do the things that you want to do or that you used to imagine you would love to be able to do. For example, shopping for your parents' house. It feels so good to do something nice for your parents, to buy things for your parents, to bless them in some way. Or it feels nice to go into like Mr. Price. I remember when I was younger, I used to always like go into Mr. Price, and maybe your parents have given you like 3,000. So you know, okay, every time you pick up a top, you're like, okay, this one is 650. You're calculating, okay, I have 2350 left. Okay, fine. What else can I take? No, if I take these earrings, I can't have these shoes. You know, now just being able to go in there and just be like, okay, I want this top, I want these pants, and these, and you're not worried my card is going to decline or whatever. That is like the epitome of being able to just like say, I am a comfortable adult. I'm comfortably adulting. For me,
another one
is everything.
Another one related to that is, for me, it's with shopping, food shopping. Actually, I did a story. Now this would be like a few weeks back.
Triggered.
When I was talking about like, what are the list on your shopping list that you're working
the
for,
items
the things
on your
that
shopping,
you know are so expensive. And when we were doing so many, I was like, so many of those are what I get. To go in there and be like, I want the nicest one. The price feels like a secondary thing,
because you need the comfort and the peace.
100%. That's rated
very,
but also underrated in the way that it feels, right? And maybe like your kids, like maybe giving them the life that you always imagined you could give them,
being able to take them out, being able to like
get them that
food,
motorbike. Wasn't like,
exactly But that's a gift from Zach. But exactly things like that, like being able to just do nice things for your kids and do nice things for yourself, do nice things for your family. It just feels great. Having money is nice, by the way. Let no one tell you like, oh, you know, whether or not you have money, having money is nice.
Having money is wonderful. But when what I also see is that having money will also reflect the other things that actually were the real problem. You know,
because now you can't blame not having money.
It's not about being broke. It's not about this. It's like
true.
Now you have the gaping hole. Like, oh, maybe I'm not a great person. That's why I don't have great people around me.
Oh yeah,
or just like, you know, you have all the money to go out, but no one else to go out with. So that's the thing. It also is like a shining light on the problems. If you and your man used to argue about money, you thought money would solve it. Now you're here. Actually, don't like him.
If you have poor boundaries with your family, with your friends, now it is amplified because you have the money.
Yeah, it's great. Still great.
Exactly.
Speaking of money, another underrated pleasure of life is the sound of the money when it comes out of the ATM machine. That never gets old.
The sound of the money?
When it's like... When you've just asked, oh, come on.
But that thing, first of all, what does it count? Because even when you put 5K, still it does. I'm like, funny, it's not that much.
I think that's just a thing that they do.
To just make you feel good.
To make you feel
Honestly,
good.
I get a little wet.
And it actually says that there's a dopamine hit you get when you do that.
You just feel like rich. It's giving a music video in the 90s
Mind
R&B.
you, it's 500 bob with John. But doesn't matter. Shut up.
No, be serious. 500 bob with throwing in an ATM. Only for you to come out one.
Yeah. I haven't withdrawn money from an ATM in ages though. Have
really?
you?
I did like 2 weeks ago. Sometimes I just like to have cash like for I love giving money to like street kids and street families or whatever.
Yeah.
So I like to have cash for that. So then I had run out and I went and withdrew.
Yeah, it's rare. It's a rare occurrence. I did it the other day just to test because there was something wrong with my card. So the bank told me to test and I was like, oh yeah, that feels great.
Yeah.
I feel rich.
And it's always safe to have cash. Like if your phone gets stolen, what are you doing?
I know.
They tell you, oh, M-Pesa is down now for the next, I don't know, 24 hours. What are you doing?
Your card? So you use your card.
Okay, your card is down. Your bank is down. You can't withdraw to your M-Pesa.
Very
you can't
rare are those two together. But even the other day, I realized even when I get cash, I forget to use it. I looked in my purse the other day and I had money from ages ago.
Wow.
It's just I'm just not used to
transacting in cash, especially after COVID.
Since
I guess
COVID,
a lot of us just
I
don't do that.
Stopped.
They just don't. Here's another one. An underrated pleasure of life is being able to pay for convenience, also money related, but being able to like have things delivered. Do you remember a time when people were not like all these borders around like everywhere?
I think I came to Kenya when the
border what do you call it? Border movement, border revolution started. Yeah. Being able to pay for that extra convenience is really, really nice. Funny thing, I have a shop, obviously. Someone can come and shop for like 10,000, but you tell them delivery is 300 and they don't want to order anymore.
No, delivery sucks.
Yeah, but why?
It just does.
Why?
I just feel like
you're not paying for a thing.
It's not a thing. It's like the air. I'm paying for the air because the item is mine already. Oh, yeah. Speaking of, Jumia has stopped Jumia Prime. Yeah. Oh, you haven't shopped since?
No.
Literally, when I saw like,
but I've always wondered, how does that make sense for them as a business?
Why are you always thinking about that?
Because
think about the consumer. God,
it has to make sense.
Why do you care? You're the consumer.
Especially me who order
your dad. No,
you don't know. You know what my dad owns? Maybe this is it's Jumia for workers. You don't know, guys. But for me, I've always wondered. It's like 300 bob. The price didn't make sense to me. The price didn't make 300 for 3 months, and then 5 deliveries in a day. I'm just saying I'm happy for Jumia because that didn't make sense.
The other day I paid, and it's just like,
wait,
what is this? Literally was having like 149 bob
after shopping for 15k.
I was like, what is this? And it's actually Wabosha who I saw saying they've stopped it. I was like, what is this? You're right.
Forever.
Delivery is.
But why are they telling us? Oh, when you're introducing, you're shouting. But when you're removing,
you'll be surprised.
Surprise!
Also,
the
another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, guys, we know she hasn't gone, but she has.
Yeah, whatever. I've already gone and I've come back.
Let me tell you, that is something that will gnaw at you. There are no borders. It's a rare occasion that you're going to ask your Uber to go and pick up something for you. That's not it.
You go get it
yourself. You forget
a
pin or you forget your dress. Oops. Oh yeah, that is going to gnaw at you.
But it's a developed country. This is why I don't understand. Like, how can we call you developed? You don't have borders.
But let me tell you, the thing with on the side of the road is that there's also so much formality. Much formality comes with development. So then it's like things like, some people getting sued. There's a massive suing culture, which is just like you slip at work, so then because of that, most companies or people are always on the side of, I don't want to put myself at risk. If I pick this up and then it gets ruined, people are more on the side of, I don't want to put that risk in me.
I'm already feeling anxious about living in such a
God,
perpetual anxiety. I don't want to hit someone on the street because, oops, what if they sue me?
Yep. Yeah, that's going to know at you. Just like the 3 weeks. I remember, I don't know what I left at home. I was like, if this was in Kenya, I would have just gotten my delivery guys to just go and pick it up.
And alafu Mary atakupatia.
No,
okay.
Nothing like that. If you've left it, too bad.
Done.
Or go back yourself.
That is it. Oh, God.
That's an underrated pleasure for sure.
Okay, here's one good one. When you try cooking a new recipe and it actually comes out the way it's supposed to.
1 out of 10 times.
Yeah, that's true. 1 out of 10, literally.
1 out of 10 times.
Ooh. Yeah, but I love that. Something like if you have like a specific hairstyle that you want to do and you go to the salon, you show them and it actually comes out the way it's supposed to look and you look as nice as you imagined you are going to look. I love that.
2 out of 10 times.
2 out of 10 times. Because most times like you haven't factored in the shape of your head and how the shape of that person's head.
And now you have a blonde bald head, but you thought you'd look like Joy Candy.
And then her bob was reaching here, yours is here. Yours is here. And she's like, yeah, but this is the wig that we have.
It makes your face look even fatter.
Now you're a ball gum. Ask yourself, why do you look like that? I know, that's so annoying.
It's annoying.
It's really annoying.
Another underrated pleasure, which is mine, is when you try a new sex position and it allows you to go to a different realm that you haven't gone to.
Ooh.
Especially with someone who you love.
And you just feel like, oh my God.
And then
it's like I have a new step in my sex journey.
You both feel like, wow, we've
this
tried something
nice,
new,
yes.
and this is...
That's actually really nice.
Oh my God.
That's actually really
nice.
It's like
a surprise.
I know.
Amazingness.
Yeah. You know, that kind of feels like when before I was like 25, like younger than 25, I had never had an orgasm before. And then the day that I did have an orgasm, it's almost like it's like you've unlocked a new level. You know, you're playing like Candy Crush and now you've unlocked a new level. That's what it feels like. And it's so nice, especially even when you're in a long-term relationship where it's like sex can get a little bit monotonous. Then something new happens and it's like, whoa, it's like a whole new experience. And now we're like on this next new level.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Top tier.
And tier.
That feeling itself, as soon as you start doing it, you're just like, this is something
and then
special.
you don't even say anything to each other.
No,
you can just both feel like, wow,
what is this?
This is so great. Oh my God.
Of course, we're jumping up and down on the one about
sex.
That's
fantastic, right? Meanwhile, us currently not having sex with anyone.
God, right?
Yeah.
What are we
happening?
doing?
Last year, we were both happily having sex with someone. Now look.
Acrobat.
Too much has changed and not in a good way. Let's be honest.
Way.
Come on. Here's another one that someone has mentioned, which everyone can relate to. When you take a really good shit. A really good shit. Like the kind where you are feeling kind of bloated, your stomach was feeling kind of, and you shit and it just feels like you're a new woman. And you're a new person.
You feel empty.
You feel empty. It's like, yes, I have all the waste has left my body.
Yeah.
That feels so good.
And because I love myself, I have a squatty potty.
So
all my poos feel like that.
Insert picture of squatty potty here.
Right here. A squatty potty, because we're actually supposed to be angled up, like Joe's trying to demonstrate, but you're supposed to be in a squat position.
Yeah.
And now, obviously, we sit on toilet, so you need to lift your legs up. I promise you, will change a game. You've been pooing for 30 minutes. That's not okay. You need to see a doctor.
It changed our lives, actually.
Right?
It changed our lives.
Yeah.
I use Tana's actual potty, like that she used to use, and they step on that. I don't know why.
Don't you have a squatty potty?
No.
Oh, you said you ordered.
I think I did. I don't know what happened. I need to order.
Yeah.
Is it still available?
They are, yeah.
Okay,
they're
fine.
still
Before
there.
this episode comes out and then it sells out, I need to.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
for sure.
I
love it. I love it. Yeah.
What's another one? After a lovely time, they steal some popcorn in your teeth, and then the moment you're able to remove it, actually anything pertaining having something stuck in your teeth, and then you finally remove it.
Oh God.
Close to orgasm.
I know, honestly, close to. Some of these things that also is
especially
right
with something
there.
That it's gnawing at you, like
and
you're
it's like,
gnawing,
my mouth is not comfortable.
You know, and then a toothpick is not working, whatever is not working, and then
at some point it randomly comes out or something. You just feel like, wow, that feels great.
I've achieved it. My goal
feels,
just
feels so good. Someone says at the moment your phone has enough charge, allowing you to turn over in bed. Me, I don't usually charge my phone in bed that often, actually.
But I get it. It's like you're not able to move your phone.
Yeah.
Or maybe you need to do something. You're tied to the charger. That's and then you remove it.
Yeah. And Lydia said we shouldn't be going to bed with our phones. Lydia was like, you should switch off before you get in bed or something.
Yeah, you're not really supposed to be using it, but I have.
Really?
Yeah, I have. Because a lot of there's times when I don't, but there's other times when like maybe I don't feel that tired. I fall asleep watching Friends or something. Yeah. Like something that is just in the background. Okay. And that feels nice. But really, you shouldn't have your phone.
You really shouldn't. You really shouldn't. When you bite into a perfectly ripe fruit, like it's a perfect strawberry or perfect mango or perfect avocado. Perfect strawberry, yeah. That hardly ever happens. What's happening with strawberries?
I don't know.
They need to get together and just discuss what's going on.
I'm still eating them though.
Because why do they look so much sweeter than they are tasting? This is my question.
They're fraudulent.
Honestly, they are definitely fraudulent, as Kit always says. But yeah, a perfectly ripe mango, oh my God. Or an orange that is just the perfect sweetness. It's not too sweet. It's not like, like too bitter. It's just perfect.
Mangoes,
I love that.
For sure. Oh dear God, amazing.
You haven't had mangoes in a while. These days you're mostly eating berries.
Because the ninis are out. When the mangoes were there, I did it. Another one, I don't know, Joe would definitely disagree, is a head massage. A head massage, actually a surprise head massage. Let's say Joe just walks around here, hint, hint, and just decides to massage my head while we're at work. Why don't you like them?
It just gives me a headache. It just feels like, why are your fingers in my head?
No way. Would you agree, guys, with the head massage? Oh my God. Head massage. And a surprise one, or maybe like you're lying on your bed and then he just starts.
Why my head? Why is he not massaging like my feet? Feet massage feels so good. Or like your legs, your arms.
Well, but there's something about head as
belly
well.
massage. I like belly massage.
Oh, that's
belly
interesting.
massage feels nice. Feels really nice. Belly or like lower back, because I always feel like tension on my lower back. So that feels great.
Is it because of your bum?
Yeah, maybe because of my bum. Probably.
Okay. Well, yeah, for me, a head massage is top tier.
Feels good. Okay, fine. Someone says when people compliment like how you look or your outfit, but specifically when a child compliments you. Have I been complimented by a child?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
1 out of 10.
That feels so good. Like when Mukeni says something, or not actually, no, Mukeni, no, yeah, Mutara will compliment me all the time, no matter how I'm looking. She'll compliment me right out of bed. When Kenny compliments me, oh my God, I feel so good.
You're working for her love.
Oh, I am working for Kenny's love. Tana, every single minute of the day. Mama, you're so pretty. Mama, I love you so much.
Yeah.
Mama, what? Mama?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kenny. Maybe once every 6 months or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it feels so nice. Like when I wear something on Sunday, like for church, it's like, oh, Mama, you look like a princess. I'm like, thank you.
Or when somebody compliments something that's not physical. Oh, right? Yeah. Like when someone tells me something like, oh, I love your energy, you know, or the way your mind thinks, you know, something that isn't in the physical. Oh my God, I love it. I think
like the other day when you told me I'm not an annoying person, that felt so
nice.
By
the way, let me just announce this, right? So I recently went on SNS. If you haven't watched, it's the Stephanie Nganga show. And I knew one of the questions she was going to ask me is one thing which I find annoying with Joe, but Joe isn't annoying. She's not annoying. And that's not to say she's
right now.
No
they're like, she's sad.
No. There might be things that she does that you don't like, but annoying. You are not an annoying person at all.
Which
and
I still try to understand what that means.
Everyone I know, I can tell you what's annoying about them, but you're not annoying. You're just like so an efficiently created human being. Wow. And when
Isn't
I said
that the best compliment someone can look, I'm blushing now.
Aggie also, when I said that Joe is annoying, she's like, yeah, Joe is not annoying. You just know. I don't know if it's because you're not around enough to be annoying.
To annoy someone.
You're just not annoying.
Wow.
You're not at all.
I love that. I mean, I'm holding on to that compliment right here in my heart, honestly, because I feel like it's the best thing I've ever been told.
Even
in my life.
As I'm laughing, because I know it doesn't make sense, but you're just no.
Thank you.
If someone tells you you're annoying, it's not true.
They're lying. Stop lying. Lydia said I'm not annoying.
You're not.
Do I have another one? Okay, here's another sex one. You know those times when like you're in the talking stage with someone and you've been talking, or maybe someone who you've had like as a friend for a really long time, and you guys have always had like sexual energy, sexual chemistry, but you've never actually sexed. Yeah. Then you actually meet, and on that day that you said it's been many years, and you said, okay, now we're going to do it, and you do it, and it's exactly as firecrackingly amazing as you imagined it was going to be. Not all the times is it that amazing. Sometimes it's like the built up sexual chemistry, it leads to nothing.
Especially if like the thing is not.
Yeah, it's just not as you expected or whatever. So sometimes it's died. I would say like there's a 50-50 chance. But when it ends up being like exactly as you had imagined in your head, top tier experience.
Oh my God, that must be amazing. The only one person I've ever had that kind of like friendish thing, and then it's like we built it up and then we went, he wasn't well endowed, so I didn't have sex with him.
Oh no. But also small penises matter, and we're not saying that they're not.
They do. They definitely do, for sure.
Yeah,
obviously.
Just not to us. Anyway.
But yeah, so mine built up and it was disappointing. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that's annoying.
That's annoing.
Yeah. But even if
Did you say?
No, I just said I didn't want to do it anymore.
But you had finished the sex though.
No, I didn't have sex.
Were you in a room?
Yeah.
How small was it?
It just wasn't what I was going to do.
But I feel like if you're so into someone, surely a small penis that won't get in the way of like you interacting with that person or engaging with them in a sexual manner.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't think so. Especially if you're somebody who I'm seeing like, oh, there's a future here.
Oh my gosh.
No. There's other things to do sexually than penetration, because I know I'm not going to enjoy it.
How do you know?
Huh? Because I can tell.
Oh no. You've not had enjoyable sex with someone with a small penis?
I've never had sex with someone with a small penis.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, God's favorite. I've definitely had sex with people with small penises.
But also the data, as I keep telling you, is not that many that it's just like, oh wow.
All right.
Out of all of the men in the world, the ones which I've had, there are not that many.
Okay, yeah, me too. Same.
Yeah, same. What's up? Yeah. How was your experience with someone?
On me. Actually,
sorry.
My experience with someone that's small penis. I mean, they've been good and they've been some which are good, some which are bad, but it's definitely, you cannot compare it to a well-endowed one. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not everyone has been giant, but just like not on the side of
but
small.
like at least.
Yeah, not on the
Like
side
at
of
least.
small. No. But of course, just like with anything, just like if you're looking for someone who has money, once the money is there, eventually as time goes by, you realize you have other wants and needs that maybe you're not happy to compromise on because you pick a partner from your need at that time. What is your top priority? Like maybe whether it's like kids or being a good father, you pick at what is the top priority then. But as that becomes not the priority because you already have it, other things come up that are like, can I compromise on this? And then you start seeing other things that maybe aren't means that you're not aligned. Not even to say the other person is bad, that you're just not aligned.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was everything I needed at that time, and he changed the way that I saw love, the way that I saw relationships. He was so needed, but he's definitely not my person for forever, or even for maybe parenting and things like that.
I was just thinking right now, it'll be so weird, like 10 years or 5 years from now, when like, let's say you've met someone and you're married and you have a kid, and we look back on these episodes and be like, oh my God, look, you hadn't met Julian here.
We need a definite.
We hadn't met.
No more M's.
We hadn't met. What other M name haven't you done?
Oh God, I think I've done
Moses. You haven't met Moses.
No, we can't do it.
You done Moses.
We can't do another
guys,
M.
name Lydia's future husband.
Yeah.
In the comments, go.
I will stop you right there. Not Jaden.
I'll
just stop you right there.
What about Ethan? Jaden. Not my Ethan, but like Ethan. You know, there are a million Ethans and a million Jadens. Ethan. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah. I'm saying, me, I've given Moses. That's my contribution to this conversation.
Anyway,
honestly.
yeah. It's an amazing time. So if you keep working on yourself, you find yourself in a season of your life that you almost missed out on because you thought you had a better plan than God's.
I know. Let me tell you something also I feel like that works in your favor particularly is that right now first of all, I feel like early 20s, not that much pressure for someone to get married. 25 to 30, it feels like that's where it's the most intense because it's like not only are you not yet financially stable or like, you know, where you found your footing, it's where like now your friends, colleagues and whatever other people are getting married every weekend. You're in a Rurasho, next one you're in an Itara, next one you're in someone's wedding, whatever. So if you're not with someone, first of all, even if you're not even married, if you're not even dating anyone serious, it starts feeling like very intense. But I feel like that 25 to 30 is like where you're still allowing yourself to be kind of like pressured by people, where every time someone says a comment towards you, you're just like, oh God, you haven't figured it out. I feel like once you cross the 30, I just feel like one, if you have money, definitely makes it better because then you're not feeling like, oh, everything sucks. Not only do I not have money, I also don't have a man, I also don't have a home, I also don't have, my career is not going well. If you have found financial stability, I feel like it's a lot easier for you to be like, no, but my life is great, I'm okay, even though I don't have a man, kind of thing, you know. So I pray financial stability for every woman, even man, but especially every woman who watches TMI. I pray financial stability for sure. And then you're not doing it from a point of desperation or thinking that a lot of people sometimes go into marriage thinking that that's where you're going to find your financial stability. And let me tell you, it is not. It is not where you're going to find financial stability for sure. Does it help? Of course that it does, but also depends on so many different factors, so many. True. So I pray that you find financial stability on your own before you meet, you know, a man. So that even when you're in that thing, it doesn't affect your decision making. I guess it's not
like you're pulling me out of the gutter.
Yeah. Imagine you meet a guy, week 1 he sent you 500k, week 2 he slapped you. Are you leaving? No, be honest. Be honest. If last week you were struggling last week you were struggling to raise 10k for rent, now you already have this 500, but it's one small slap. Are you gonna leave?
You don't have.
You're not going anywhere.
Options.
That's it.
Yeah, there's something I just wanted to say just now.
Think about it.
You said
financial stability.
Also the other thing that I guess also adds to the freedom that I'm feeling is because of what I do for work. I mean, it's all. You know, it's like I have freedom of my time because of the job that I do, then being financially stable, and then being in my 30s and single. You know, it's like it's a combination of many things. So if one of them is missing, because maybe if you have a job which is just like super grueling, you might not be feeling the euphoria that I'm feeling. You know, it's a combination of many things that have worked for this season.
So fortunate.
So fortunate.
I know. I love it. I love my life so much. Yeah. Here's an underrated pleasure. The feeling of 2 or 3 days after your maintenance days, not the day of your maintenance day,
Never
which way you're
that.
doing your hair, your nails, waxings, pedicure, I don't know what. Those days are not fun. But after, when now you are a waxed, nice haired, nice nailed person, it just feels good. And like your body has calmed down a bit from like, there's no tension on your hair. There's no, like, still some washer in your armpit. You're just, now you're okay.
Top tier.
That feels so good.
Because number one, you feel amazing about yourself. Because every time you look at yourself, you have your hair is nice, everything is done. Yeah. That feels like I'm a baddie. Good. It's me. Good. I am the only baddie. Yeah.
It just feels amazing.
Top tier experience.
Ooh, it feels good. Another thing about maintenance, by the way, I'll always when I wax. So now that's masturbation May. When I wax, I won't usually like masturbate for maybe like a week or something like that.
Why is that?
Or like 3-4 days. It's just, I don't know. It just kind of feels like it's too. Is it? I don't even know. What is the reason really?
It? I don't know.
It just feels very raw.
Is it raw?
Enough. She's done her part.
Done
don't
her
stress
job.
her.
Stop. It's too
don't
much.
stress her. Yeah. So, but now after a few days is when now you're back in the journey. You're back in the saddle. It feels so nice.
Try it, guys.
Try it.
Good. And because we said Beducated wants to help you in this journey of discovering self-pleasure, use our code TMI Podcast for 50% of your annual subscription. I think that's only this month. So don't come next month asking us
in
to
the
do
DM,
what. It's May. 50% off, and you have 2 weeks. You can return your money if you don't think it's worth it. And you also have the 24 hours to browse all of the courses to guide you on many things. We're just focusing, since it's masturbation May, but you can try anything with your partner. If you're single, if you're even online dating is one of the dating, by the way, online dating is one of the courses. You can just go and explore and see what you like.
Exactly.
We're here to help you have the best time.
There to help you. By the way, you should go and check out the course on hand job mastery. Okay, right now it didn't make sense for you because like you don't have a partner, but you'll be surprised at how many. I feel like a hand job is a very underrated form of what do you call it? Foreplay.
How
often do we ever
funny
do
enough,
hand jobs?
I think it's like the lazy head.
Yeah, but it's not. If once you do the course, you'll see that it's not.
Fine.
That actually there's so much more that you can do with your hands.
Yeah.
That does not. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say just check it out, especially if you're one of those who it's like your man's is well endowed and like you're always gagging. Try the hand job.
Let me tell you, it's quite good. If I can master that.
Yeah.
First of all the back and neck
mastery,
half back and neck can rest.
Because sometimes you're just down there, somebody has cleared your head like this, you're dying.
You're done.
Imagine your mom is somewhere interceding on your behalf. There, know that Lydia's face is stuffed in someone's balls.
Voluntarily,
sometimes
I'm choosing this for myself.
She's choosing for her face to be there.
Unacceptable.
Just not acceptable. Please.
Anyway, guys,
one more, please. Let me add one more thing.
Go on.
I just saw this one and I was just like, it really just makes sense. Having good domestic help in your home, as anyone, but also especially as a mom, having a good nanny, having a good housekeeper, like it's not something I ever take for granted. Like the things that people are going through out here. Oh,
it's true.
Whoa.
Yeah. I also feel like you do a great job to take care and to respect the people who work for you.
Thank
you.
I
think you might be receiving that as part of
energy.
The energy back.
So.
Yeah. Mondays is when the lady who helps me clean my house comes on Mondays. Let me tell you, Monday afternoon, because when she's done, I'm just like, wow.
She comes only Monday, not twice a week.
No, she just comes Monday.
The rest of the week, you just clean yourself.
She's just me. Literally, it's just me. There's absolutely nothing else to clean. I clean one more time, maybe like Thursday. But what is it that I'm doing?
I don't know.
Just me.
God, I can imagine a daily. Okay, yeah, I guess just mostly because of the kids, because they're the ones who.
If you lived alone, what would you do? It's like actually, in fact, I think sometimes I just clean just because I feel like I need to.
No, I haven't lived alone in like 13 years.
Wow. Yeah.
14 years. Whoa,
on Monday, I just look around. I'm just like, what a castle.
It feels
what
nice.
A castle I live in. And yeah, I respect that as much as, people see it like, oh, it's just like work anyone can do. But when you find a good one, it's just like, and someone who you can trust. Yeah, that's underrated.
And right now when I think about like potentially ever having to move to the UK or like to move abroad, I actually
sorry, why am I sorry, because I just thought of what your experience
sorry,
would be like.
I know without domestic help, and then with
You clean yourself. But my mom recently found I think they get their house clean. Maybe I don't know if it's once a month or something like that.
Once a month.
It's just the two. They're adults. It's not much. But my mom loves home cleaning and all of that stuff.
And I don't feel like the home care, because the home care, it doesn't seem as much as like the home care plus you have 3 kids.
Oh,
you see, it's there. You have 3 tiny kids. That's the problem.
But even if it's once a week,
anyway.
It's like on the one hand we are praying for this because it's an amazing thing. Yeah, but on the other hand, it's like, but that would be a journey to see that. I'll come visit you.
But I don't know if it's like a journey that I want to be on. Do you know what I mean? It's like
no one wants it, but I mean we're here now.
No. And you, Joe, let me tell you, in Africa.
One of the things that you love the most is like the lifestyle you have of like total convenience,
the
and
freedom, like, and it's like I can do what I want, I can go where I want. I have this amazing support system. So many people to do so many things around me.
Oh my God, things you don't. Ooh.
Oh, that's not encouraging. What do you
mean? I mean, yes, it's okay.
Oh my God,
will be very, very fine. It will, but you know what? You never know. Maybe we are assuming that having a full-time nanny is like so much. Maybe it's not. Maybe it could work. Maybe it won't be that expensive.
You're fighting, but thank you.
Yeah, maybe it's not that expensive.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's wait and see. We'll wait and see. Niombeeni, guys. That's all I'm saying.
We're praying. Stop praying for yourself, guys. Exactly. All prayers towards who?
Towards Murugi. Yeah, please don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. Anyway, guys, we really hope that you have enjoyed this conversation. Please share with us other underrated pleasures of life. I've enjoyed that conversation.
I can't wait to get it's literally from here right now.
Oh, why were you in shoes?
Oh, because I was taking a nice picture.
Oh, right.
Looks over everything.
Looks over everything, exactly. When a bomb outfit comes together exactly as you imagine this in your head, underrated pleasure of life. Pleasure. That's for sure. That's for sure. So leave some in the comments. You can also message us on Instagram. You can DM us. We would love to hear from you. Remember, you can use our code TMI Podcast to get 50% off this month alone. We don't want to hear PIM from you next month. We don't want to hear nothing from you next month. Yeah. Use it this month so you can get 50% off. Locked for life. Locked for life, guys. We love having these kind of conversations, and as we always say, actually there's a topic you guys keep asking about, and it's about like dating, like, you know, single life and dating, but Joe isn't, right? So even on motherhood, it will be awkward for one half of the person to be like, oh, okay. No, I think we should, but we should still do it.
We should do. Oh, you've dated though.
I have dated, yeah. Mom. I'll give exactly. I'll give my experience of like when I was dating.
Okay, fine. That's fine. We'll do that one. We have been seeing you screaming in the comments about it. We're going to do it.
But what about single life and dating?
It could be anything. We could say like dating. You know, dating right now, or how I'm dating, or anything like that. Actually, by the time we shoot that one out, maybe I'll have tried to date because I'm going to do this.
Maybe she'll even be married at that time. Who knows?
I'm not that. I know you always predict this like fast process thing.
I just feel like, you know, but you don't know because you've not been in that kind of situation. Even I wasn't until I met Zach.
Because of my fear of getting like, you know, making that decision.
But you're in therapy now. You're in therapy now.
I'm even out of therapy.
Exactly.
Walk in faith, guys. Amen. Anyway, always suggest any topics that you have, whether it's on our DMs or whether it's on YouTube. Anywhere, we are always looking to be inspired by what you want. And as much as we want to talk about what we like, we also like to make sure that we are creating content that you guys are enjoying. Until next time,
see you.
We need to find a new sign off.
We'll
figure
it out by the next episode. Come back to the next episode to hear what exactly. See you guys next time.
Bye.